Guys, Georgia here. Welcome back. You know what time it is, and you can probably tell what time it is with what we have here. Our referee is Misty's favor, but you know where both of these come out, and that is Destined Rivals. Obviously, Jesse and James don't come out in Destined, but they are Team Rocket. We got 6 booster bundles here today, but not just our 6 booster bundles. We're putting up Destined versus Destined. We're gonna see what our booster box gives us and what our bundles. Got 6 in total, so booster box amounts and bundles and an actual booster box. We're gonna see how this turns out with what we get in those, so make sure to stick around and see what we get. So, besides Misty being just our referee, she also comes out in the set. I completely forgot. And we've opened up so much Destined already that we're just gonna go do the quick back-to-back. And we're going to see what we get in them. But Misty is also, obviously, with her cards, are Misty's Lapras and Psyduck. So those are also the big boys we could get for those illustrations. Speaking of the Psyduck, there it is. But those 2 illustrations are some pretty big ones for this set already. So Misty's there as a referee, but she also does come out in the set. Obviously, Cynthia's Garchomp and Team Rocket coming out with Jesse and James. Obviously, no Jesse James here, but Team Rocket nonetheless. And our reason behind the video of putting Destined versus Destined, we don't always have to have a reason, but we do have one here. We want, with our booster box, we want to get a special illustration because we've opened up a lot of those booster boxes and didn't get anything. We got our Nidoking there to start us off here in this bundle. So that's what we're hoping for here, at least, that we can get a special illustration in the booster box, which is what we're hoping for. And I am going to have them separate because bundles over here with Cynthia and then our booster box on the left with Jesse and James. But we do want to get a freaking special illustration because out of all the booster box we've gotten more without it than with. So we're checking that out today. Hopefully we do reach that goal. There's a Nidoking again, but this time just the regular EX. Nidoking and Nidoking. Let's get the freaking special illustration Nidoking here too. Come on. Because there's 2 packs left. So if we get that special illustration of Nidoking, I'm going to laugh my butt off because the full art and the EX, now we just need the special illustration. But, and we're also going to check out with the bundles, hopefully, that we do get a special illustration or something, at least at those levels. But already here, the end of this bundle, got our code, and let's see how this first bundle goes here with our last 3. We got a Nidoking, and nothing else. So a full art and an EX. So there, bundle down. Now booster box. Again, I'm gonna be taking 6 packs from the booster box. See how that goes. Put them against each other, 6v6. If they pull or not, it all depends, but that's what we're doing. The entire reason behind it, Destined versus Destined. I don't know if we did one previously or not. Let me know down in those comments if we did, and if not, here we're having our Destined versus Destined. It's always cool to check out those differences between having the 6 or having the bundles 36 amount versus the booster box, because it kind of lets you know what's gonna happen. Because again, booster boxes do assure you some hits or an amount of hits, but they don't assure you the kinds that you're gonna be getting. So it's always cool to see that. There's our first EX. So now we need a full art or something better, but you never know how it goes with these guys. Because with the booster box, again, like we've said, we've had booster boxes where we do get a special, but we've had them mostly where we get nothing, like not a gold or a special, so not a hyper rare or a secret illustration rare. So it goes to show you it is hard. Even though you're getting the booster box, you're assured amount, but you're not sure the type of hit that you're gonna get. And we got one more of our booster box, last one of 6 bundle. Will it take it the first round, or will this last one give us something to go up against it? Got our Slugma, Wash Rotom, and a full art. They tie, actually. So, hey, first round is a tie. Full art versus full art, EX versus EX. So this one needs its throne. And again, this is the booster box on the left and the booster bundles on the right. So tied on the first round. And that's how we're going to be measuring the rounds, guys. Again, obviously bundles maybe are loaded, maybe they're not, maybe they have 0 in them. So you're also seeing the possibilities of amounts that you could get with bundles. And then in our booster, obviously booster amounts are going to be happening at least 12. I don't think we've gotten below 12 at least, but we have gotten 12 with nothing good in them. So at least the amounts, like I said, are assured, but the kinds are not. And we obviously are interested in the kinds. Because here, if we're going to be getting 2 from each bundle, that's basically 12 there right there too. Which is kind of the ratio we have discovered. The ratio is basically 30%, 33% or something like that. Usually you have 12. There's another one, an EX. There's our first one from this one. Usually when you have certain amounts, you'll have the ratio of being, you have 10 packs, at least 3 hits will come there. So that's 30%. So obviously there's above and there's below that. So you never know, but ratio-wise, that's the bigger one than the one where you could get below or you... Woo! Speaking of Misty, got Mysteries Lapras, the big girl here. We're taking down an Nido King, obviously. We have 2 hits already right there. Again, speaking of that ratio, we have an Illustrationer and an EX. We're going to see if we can get anything else from here because we still have 2 packs left. So if in these 2 packs there's more, that beats out the ratio because it does happen. Doesn't mean the ratio is always exact. Doesn't mean it's always going to be there. But there are chances where it does beat itself out or it doesn't go any better. Or Boliva, better to get the full arts here than in the booster box because that just brings our chances down even more over there. So that's 3 hits already. It does go above what we're expecting, and that does make it a challenge, a little more of a challenge for the booster box because it needs an Illustrationer, an EX, and hopefully not a full art to beat it, but we will see. And our last one, Sacred Ash, Tyranitar, so 3 hits. So right there we got 50%, which does happen. It's way more unlikely than our regular ratio of 30, but it does happen. And that's why I say you could be lucky or unlucky. Sometimes you're going to get below 30, but it's way better to get above 30 than below, always, duh. But them's the breaks. We love to do the gambling with this stuff because you never know what you're going to get in your packs, obviously. And if you're buying singles or loose more often than not, another Nido King. That's the thing about bundles, that you're going to get what you get, and you could be getting the same stuff over and over again. But in a booster box, you shouldn't do that, but we've already shown that that does happen to us sometimes too. So it's always luck, variety, possibility, chance, however you want to say it. You never know what you're going to get. But there's our 3 here. We have an EX already. Let's see what else needs to go up against here for our booster box. Oh, and I put it in the wrong place. That Nido King goes on the other side. I'll move it at the end. But this is the booster box. Forgot already. I have them separated because I take them out of the booster box. Illustration. So, hey, illustration versus illustration. EX versus EX. That means a full art needs to come out in order to beat it. Which we've noticed that if we get a full art, our likelihood of our booster box having a special goes down a lot. So hopefully we don't get a full art. Even if it loses out in this round, if we get another illustration, that'd be way better. But if we get a full art, we've already pulled 1. That already brings down our chances of a secret a little bit. But if we pull out 2, that's kind of hitting the nail in the coffin there. And not meaning that we're going to get anything of the specials. So, last one here for this 6 of the booster. Got our Typhlosion, Huntail, and it loses out here in this second round. So 1 to the right. There's a tie, and right now the right has 1-1. But we're gonna be seeing now with our round number 3 if we got anything here for this bundle, because that last bundle had the 50%. Let's see how much of a percentage this one has. Still 6 packs, still same amount of luck, but you never know what's gonna happen. So as long as we don't get another full art in our booster box, which again doesn't assure it's not gonna happen, but it makes it a lot more likely that it's not gonna happen. Just the regular full art makes it a little more likely not to happen, so that's where we don't want that showing up. But right now our bundle already halfway. We have nothing so far to show for it, which can happen as well. We've had that happen, and it's not unlikely to happen. So let's see. Got our Zamazenta and 2 more here. I don't know why Zamazenta even shows up in this set, but he is there. I don't know why again, but he shows up. We have our Miraidon and Koraidon, so I don't know why Zamazenta is still showing up. Got our first one there with our Electrive. Not Electrive, but Electivire, however you want to pronounce it. Kind of switches me up with Electrike, and evolves into a Manectric, but that's how it goes there. Sometimes some pronunciations of the Pokemon confuse me, and they stay basically the same. But 2 hits here in this one, 2 EXs. Electrive, Electivire, and our Arboliva to go with our Arboliva right there in full art. And let's just go straight up and go to our booster box right after the next. We got, so let's continue with that. Our 6 here, it just has to be 2 EXs, so if it gets an illustration, it's already tied. As long as we don't get a full art, I'm happy with that. But again, we don't know what will come out or what will happen, but got our Lapras and our Sneasel, and the freaking holo cards still get me, because I sometimes see shine at the end, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be a hit, and it ends up being nothing, so you shouldn't be trusting that shine at all. Got our Zubat, Processivore, and our Zapdos, because you never know if anything will even come out. Now here with our booster box, this is already half of the booster box, and so far I think we've gotten like 5 hits, meaning there's still a heavier sided box. If nothing comes out here, then basically all the big stuff is left on the other side. Just gonna have to see what round it comes out in. But for this to not be able to beat 2 EXs will be sad at this point, but you never know. There's 1 EX. There's our Metagross. We'll see if we can get another one, because those are plenty. If we get 7 or 8, it's fine. Basically, that's what's going to come out in a booster box. Most of them are EXs. Should be at least 7, because I don't think we've gone below 7, not even 6. And last pack here. Will it go to the left or to the right? We need another EX to tie it, so at least a tie would be good. But there's our 3. We got our Ponyta, Squovit, and it lost. So now the right has 2 wins. The left has none, because it's a tie. So bundle number 4. Let's see how this one turns out. Again, right now the bundles are taking it at this point, because they already won 2. I won a round with only 2 EXs, but that means maybe these rounds coming up against the booster box, it could be taking them. There's our Robska EX, regular EX again. And just like with a booster box, in the bundles, the EX are obviously the more prominent cards that are going to be showing up. But that just kind of proving our point that the EXs are a dime. Well, not a dime a dozen. They're half a dime a dozen. They come so much from this set, so you never know what you're going to be getting. But you're assured EXs at least. And probably not even the best ones, because again, Garchomp is probably the one that's used the most. It's very meta. Obviously, also is other ones of Team Rocket, the Mewtwo. But we haven't seen any Garchomps. So that's also like, for some reason, some EXs come out so much more than others, even though they're the same rarity. But apparently, that doesn't stop that either, with basically the ones that are meta come out less as well. Got our Hippopotas factory, but this guy, we'll see him all the time, our Arboliva. This guy is always here. And we got our 2 more to go. Here with our bundle number 4. 2 EXs as well. See if we can get one more for a 50%. Hell yeah. Team Rocket's Meowth. And I will be taking down Misty just because, again, this guy is also up there for the illustrations, and he is newer, and he's a lot cuter in my opinion. And then our last pack here. So we did get 50%. Let's go for 66% with our last pack here, making it even harder for our booster box with 3 EXs and an illustration rare. So right now we got 2 Team Rockets there on the podiums, but let's see if this newer stuff coming from this side, this left side of Destin and this left side of the booster box, have anything to take down here. Kangaskhan, and it will be taking it down because he's been there for a while as well. Cute Kangaskhan as well. We've pulled it, and again, I don't know if I said or not, we have the master set already. So here, this is product that took a while to get here, but now that we have the master set, it's just experiment, experiment, experiment. See what kind of stuff ends up happening here. Even though we've pulled that Mewtwo in a previous video, check that one out. We pulled our big boy out, but how many more Mewtwo's can we get? That's the thing, right? Even though it's just a regular special illustration, it's like me saying it's a special illustration, but it's one of those that it's like, it's the highest one. Let's make it even harder to get. There's our Mabostiff. So we got an illustration and an EX. Need one more EX, and they tie again. So even though now the booster box should be getting better stuff because there's more possibilities with the amount that we've already pulled, it could still end up... Oh, there we go. Electivire EX. It's a second full art, so that just brings down our luck for a special, making it a little sad there, but hey, we got to beat this round. Now that goes 1 round to the left, 2 rounds on the right at the moment, but let's see if we can still get some fire. If not, hey, that means our Electivire did end up ruining it for us and took that special illustration spot. But if we still get a special illustration, that goes to show you sometimes it takes the luck away and sometimes it doesn't, but that goes to the left. 1 to 2. So now 2 bundles left, 12 packs each side left. Let's see how this goes. Again, I'm not saying on our booster box, now that we have 2 full arts, that we're not gonna get a special illustration. It just does lower the possibilities, because we have opened boxes where we do get 2 specials, or where we get 2 full arts and we still get a special or a gold, but kind of does lower those chances by a good amount, because usually when that happens, it doesn't happen the other way around. But right now, both of these sides have been bringing it with the types of illustrations at least, but not so much with anything else, because that means here we're getting a lot of the same stuff, because it's basically the same stuff now. We already finished the set, but we're not getting any specials. Grimmsnarl there, regular EX from either of the sides. Right now, this EX is the only one that's come from this bundle. So we got to see what this other half leaves us, because that was already 3 packs and it was just that EX. So let's see if this other 3 packs can give us something more than just an EX. because it could very well just leave us with another EX. I honestly want to pull the Ethan's Adventure alt. That's the one that I like the most, probably, out of all the cards. Crobat's also a very good one. But Ethan's Adventure, because I've been liking those trainer cards more and more, and that one's still very cute with the ones that are there with him, because it has a Pichu, a Slugma, and Cyndaquil, I'm pretty sure. But there's the breaks. There's our last pack here. Nope. Yep, that's our last pack. And we've only got an EX. Let's see. Raticate, very good. At least an illustration there. I'm gonna take down our Meowth just because it's the newest. But we have a illustration and an EX. Round number 5 for our booster box. So far, honestly, the bundles are bringing the heat here. Got more illustrations, and I think we could have one more illustration here, and that's gonna be it for the booster box. But the bundles could keep going with with illustrations, because they aren't booster boxes. They still have possibilities open, because it's the box per box and stuff like that, so we don't know. There's our 3. Probopass, Cream Rocket, and Dondozo. Basic card. I'm surprised these Pokemon are basic now. A lot of one-type evolutions there, but it is a one-type evolution. Got our Dondozo and R3. Got our Cyndaquil, Skarmory, and Articuno. So far, just that bad boy. For Dondozo, our regular EX. Kind of just hoping that we do get at least something big here in this video, because we are opening 72 packs in total, even though they're both destined. But again, the probabilities with the bundles, we've had bundles that give us good stuff, we've had bundles that don't, and same with the booster box. We've had booster boxes that have been nice, and some more actually that have been not nice, so we'll see how that turns out. But this is our last pack for bundle number 5. And let's see what we got with... Oh, beautiful! I haven't pulled this one. Rapidash, Hurried Gate, or Gate. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. That's good. And Fire Main. So I don't think it has to be active in order to do that ability. So basically lets you draw an extra card for free. And obviously, Raticate going down. And a beauty of Rapidash there. So again, my dumb self messed up, and that was the booster box. So that's our 3rd illustration from there. And now I'm pretty sure that means it ended up winning here, because this one did have an illustration and a regular EX, which was Robska. This one here also, so it's a tie actually. So it's still 2-1 and 2 ties now. So that leaves everything up here with this last one. Will they tie in total? Because one more round each, maybe the booster box will bring it from a get behind win. But let's see what our bundle leaves us with here. Our Lurantis, Washrotom, and Zeraora, because you never know, maybe this last round the bundle ends up bringing some heat as well, but who knows, because again, we can't really tell, because our booster box, even though I screwed up, it did have that Rapidash and that EX. About our bundles have been getting illustrations and EXs as well, so can't really say. So there's an EX, our Crobat EX. So 1 EX already. Now let's see if something else comes out with these, because now with this, that means our bundle could give us a full art, it could give us an illustration, it could give us a special. This one still has all those possibilities, and from what I'm remembering in our booster box, we're not going to get another illustration. Well, you shouldn't get another full art, because that's 2 full arts already. And maybe that's leaving it to chance where we only got another EX and maybe something special. But again, who knows what's going to happen there. Got our Porygon and Zamazenta. And the last 2 packs for bundle number 6. Got an EX. Let's see how it brings it to end with our 3. Got Torchic. Oh, hell yeah! We did get the Nidoking, just not at the start. We got him here at the end. We have our Nidoking Full Art, our Nidoking EX, and now our Nidoking Special Illustration. So we did get it with the bundles. Now we just gotta see if we get it with a booster, and we still have one more pack left here with this bundle. And our last pack here, let's see what our bundle, the bundle did bring the heat at the end. Hopefully that means our booster box is gonna bring the heat in the last round too. We're hoping for that special illustration, which is the biggest reason why. But again, EX and special illustration to go against in the final round. And from what we're seeing, guys, I'm thinking, sadly, we're not going to be getting our special illustration from the booster box because we do have only 5 EXs. And with our 6 packs left, I'm thinking maybe we're only going to get EXs now in these 6 packs that are left. There's our Moltres EX because, like I've said, we haven't gotten below 7 EXs, so I don't think we're just gonna end up with one more EX and a big boy. That's what I'm hoping for. Honestly, like this obviously wasn't planned. Like I wanted it to come out in the first pack, but it brought the heat here. And honestly, I'm hoping that by doing that, or by that happening, the heat will also come for our booster box. But we already have 3 illustrations. We have 2 full arts. With the Moltres, that's 6 EXs. So if you're doing the math, that's 11. And there's an EX missing. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very lackluster booster box. Hopefully I get my mouth shut, because honestly that's what I'm hoping for now. But we got 2 packs left. And honestly, I'm thinking it's just going to be an EX. So leave them down in the comments what you guys think is going to happen, because I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. Yeah, and there we go. Our Crobat EX. Got 1 pack left. Hope doesn't go till the last pack, but kind of summarized already why we think what's going to happen is going to happen. And let's see if I get proven wrong or if I'm just right with our and another freaking So there we go. We got an extra EX, making it 13 hits, but instead of the 13th hit being a freaking special, it was another EX. So guys, our rounds ended up being obviously for our bundles. Did end up winning 2-1 and 3 ties basically. And our hit amounts, basically the same, honestly. We had 8 EX, we had 2 full arts, we had 3 illustrations. The only thing that ended up winning is you know what with our bundles, but I'm gonna go ahead and go through these. 13 and over here 14 because of our you know who. But Regirock the Gonzo, Robska Arboliva, Mabostiff, Stevens Metagross and Electivire, Team Rocket's Persian and Robska, Grimmsnarl and Team Rocket's Nidoking, Team Rocket's Crobat and Team Rocket's Moltres, and then Nidoking and Moltres. Over here, I'm going to keep going with our full arts. Got an Arboliva and Team Rocket's Proton. Then we got our second, which is Team Rocket's Nidoking and Electivire. Our illustrations, 2 Team Rockets here versus each other, Murkrow and Raticate. Then we got Kangaskhan and Team Rocket's Meowth. And then here we got our trainer, which is Misty's Lapras and Rapidash. Beautiful card with Rapidash. And obviously bringing it over with our big boy Nidoking here, getting the gold crown and bringing it over to the bundles. They had exactly the same hits, guys. Freaking full arts, illustrations, and EXs. Only thing that ended up happening here where we were hoping that it ended up happening in both, but it only happened with the bundles. Our Nidoking special illustration taking it for the win. But that's been the video, guys. I've been Georgisaur. Let me know down in the comments what you thought, what was your favorite hit, and what you thought of the rounds, because honestly, that's crazy. They both had the same stuff. But go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys know when we get a video, and go ahead and share so we can have more people join us, seeing the kind of stuff we begin. But That's been the video, and I've been Georgisaur. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night whenever you're watching. Peace out.